What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode here on the JDG podcast. And I got some wonderful looking gentlemen here, man. What up, y'all?
What up?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at man, Kevin looking solid with that beard though. I like that. I like that beard look, right? And we got the spaghetti over here. You know what I mean? Then we got Hobo with growing out his hair.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's a lot of sexual tension in here.
I know, right?
It is.
Holy shit. But yeah, man, like pretty much the reason we're having this episode, man, I'm always thinking about different topics and have people come on here and just talk about things away from just like all the gaming stuff and maybe just more personal experiences that we've been talking to different creators. And these guys popped up in my head when I thought of a specific type of topic. And, you know, over the past year, we've seen a lot of people come and go, and some people just draw back as far as when it comes to content. But mainly what I wanted to talk about these guys is that they've all pulled back in their own type of way. And I just want to talk to them about what their personal opinions are as far as like, hey, you know, I was doing this and now I'm doing this and I'm happy, because all of them in their own way are happy in their own way. And I think that's very important for people to hear, that it's okay not to do this and not to do that. And it's okay to do this at your own pace. Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You know, and before we were recording, Robbie had already said, you know, like we've already kind of talked about it. And, you know, we've already had Hood Gaming on here before. And if you guys don't know, we got a Sticker Hobo. We got Hood Gaming, and then we got Hellbilly in here, guys. So thank you guys for joining the show, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Of course.
On,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, for sure, man. So one of my first things that I wanted to hit, and when I first asked you guys this, and I'm transparent, you know, I've gotten to know you guys, and I feel like as we're, you know, building our friendship and still getting to know each other, you know, it wasn't like a knock when I asked you guys this. I said, hey, is it fair to say that you guys are becoming hobbyists or casual streamers?
Yeah, dude.
And that's not
100%.
a knock, right? It's not a knock.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
Kind of, dude.
You know, but before, I think, you know, let's say that a year ago, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck?
Mhm.
You know?
I'm out here grinding so hard.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm putting the work in.
Right. And I think that's a big thing that a lot of people that, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people stopped and couldn't or come back and forth. But hearing your guys' experience and how you guys went about that, you know, is what I want to let people know. Like, hey, it's okay to have a badass room like Hobos and still be a casual streamer. Hey, it's okay to turn on the stream once a week and play with everybody, you know, and shit like that. Or, hey, it's okay to have your titty twister Tuesdays every once in a while, you know what I mean? So I think that's perfect to let people know that, hey, it's okay to do it this way too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so in your own opinion, Hellbilly, what do you, in your own definition, a hobbyist or a casual streamer is nowadays, in your own words?
I look at it as somebody that's, you know, doing it more for the fun of it, or like me, I enjoy trying to put a smile on somebody's face. You know, I know how dark the world can get, so if I can make somebody forget about their problems and have a good time for a few minutes, that's my goal. And I'm not here to do it for the money, or I'm not spending 8 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week streaming. You know, I've got 4, maybe 5 days, depending on the way the family's going. We try to get on. We have a few 3 hours, maybe 4. Have fun, and hey, what happens is what happens. We hit a goal with, you know, a certain followage or whatever. That's awesome. But I'm not looking at it as a job.
Right. And I know you were saying that before we started recording. You're like, it felt like a job before, and like the pressure. You know what I mean? Because you guys all three were going in.
Yeah, I was
Hell
streaming
yeah,
six,
dude.
7 days
Hell
a week,
yeah, bro.
at least 4 to 6 hours a day. And I mean, it just got to be too much.
Mm-hmm.
It took the fun out of it.
Yeah.
It was more, you know what I mean? It wasn't enjoyable at that point.
Yeah. And like with you, Hobo, you had said it, you know, you were jokingly, I feel like the worst one in here, but I think it's an important to have somebody from your background as far as like, hey, yeah, I was going in and being a sweat, and then I just kind of fell off completely, and then I kind of come
Yeah.
and go. But talk about, in your opinion, like, do you feel like you're a casual or a hobbyist streamer now, in your opinion?
It's hit or miss. So like, I stream much less than these guys do, and far less than you do. And content is another thing. Like I've really fallen off on. So it's just time, just not having the time.
Yeah. And it's okay to pull back is what I'm pretty much aiming at. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, this is not as important as other stuff that's going on, and it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people get
Absolutely.
caught up in like, fuck, I can't do this. I'm gonna fall behind.
Yeah, I
And
used
put
to
out
be
bad
bad.
content too.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like if you're forcing your content and you're forcing yourself to get on, it's not good content, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. And then with you, Robbie, you know, we've had this conversation a while back. You know, you completely took months off, but you
Yeah,
were
dude.
still around talking to people and hanging out in
Yeah,
chats, and
visiting the community.
playing
for sure.
game, yeah, playing games. But as far as firing up the
Right.
stream, and then you restarted again. How we last spoke up when we had our episode is, you know, you've been having fun once a week. So do you consider yourself like a hobbyist or casual streamer now?
Dude, I'm the epitome of a hobbyist streamer for
Mm.
sure. Like I do this for fun. I don't have to get on. I have enough other shit that could fill my day and time. But as Kevin stated, the reason why I like doing it, dude, is I like entertaining people. I love being able to make somebody feel good about their evening if they've had a shitty day. So I enjoy that. So 1,000%, I am the epitome of a hobbyist streamer.
I know that's dope because I think that the more I like catch more different people streaming and stuff, and I notice like, damn, they're having way more fun, and you guys are just a group of people that I personally know that I can talk to about this. You know, I've seen other people that I might not know that, you know, I could reach out to, but as far as like, man, these guys are just doing their thing and they're having fun whenever they can, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're happy. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
you know, I
The
mean,
the
pressure for
content-
the art.
yeah,
I feel like the content's a lot smoother too as well,
Yeah.
dude. When you're excited to go on rather than when you feel
Mhm.
forced
Yeah.
to go on.
yeah, because
Yeah.
there's sometimes that I feel that way too. Even with like, I try to stick to my schedule, and like,
Right.
I try not to like fake the funk, but if I really don't feel it, I just won't. But
Right.
you know,
You
I
should.
just but for me, I stop just telling people. If people don't see me on, they don't see me on. I stop saying,
Right.
sorry guys, sorry guys, sorry guys, sorry guys. And I'm not trying to talk trash about anything, but I saw so many people for the longest time. Sorry, 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 sorry. And just like, hey, you don't owe anybody anything, and vice versa. They don't owe you
Yes.
anything.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I
man.
mean?
I
Well
live
put.
like that.
You know?
Well
Yeah,
put.
that's key, man. And you know, it's like to add to that, to piggyback to it, as far as the pressure and the feeling like you have to, the trends to me are the hardest thing and the biggest pressure behind all of it.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
what are people doing? That doesn't set you aside, that doesn't set you apart, and it's easy to get into that trap, you know. So that's a big dividing factor
Yeah.
for sure.
When did you feel like all right, I'm a chill, because I know that when we were playing Rebirth Island, y'all were hard in, and I know Hobo is it
Yeah.
too. You were getting at least what 3 or 4 times a week, you know, good 2 hour sessions, right, on a regular basis, Hobo. And then when did you personally were like, hey, something happened in your life or whatever, or you just felt like, hey, let me just
Yeah.
I'm okay with stepping back. Like, how did
Yeah.
that feel? Because I know it bothered you to a certain extent.
did.
It had to, you know what I mean?
It did because, uh, you know, the reason personally why I mainly stepped back is because uh, a lot of my peers in real life were the ones that were going, you dude, you need to stream. You're really good at this game. And I was at a point. And then life had taken over with my 2 kids and my wife, and my own inner dialogue that I'm working with still. And I became less good at the game, which resulted in that being the only content I knew how to push out. And eventually it was like, I don't know what other, you know, people would say, oh, your voice is this. And I just couldn't wrap my head to create content around that. So essentially I lapsed with my ambition, and
Mhm.
I had slowly kind of departed away from that process. So I would say it was a culture of things.
Yeah, and that
But
I'm glad.
primarily being good.
Yeah, but I'm
know?
glad that you say that you brought it up. Like, damn, like I'm being told X, Y, Z, but
Yeah.
my own ambition, and you're honest with yourself, and that's why
Yeah.
I want to kind of talk about this kind of stuff because I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Like, damn, as much as I want to do it, I just don't want it. You know what I mean? As much
Yeah.
as everybody tells me, like, I don't want it. Like when you ever see kids, I'm sure, like, damn, you're so good at this sport, and they can care less. You know,
Right.
you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
don't. There's no drive for them to want. So
Right.
when you hit that and you're like, all right, my priorities have changed, then how long did it take you, like, realistically, to swallow it and be okay with, all right, well, fucking streaming's not a priority or not even an option right now. Let me just take care of life.
That was the biggest pill I've ever swallowed. It took a lot longer for me to recognize, like, oh, this shit, it just ain't working. It wasn't working 2 months ago, but I'm still thinking about it.
No shit.
So
Yep.
I would say, yeah, it was because I think the biggest motivator wasn't the delivery of the content that I wanted to do. It was the people that I had met and that had constructed this relationship with and created this internet gaming foundation, which I never had as a child. And for me, that was like, I don't want to let that go. And I know
Yeah,
creating content's like the biggest thing. And then eventually it was like, oh shit, well, I could just, what do I do every day? I just message just people offline. And that's kind of when I came to realize, I would say it was a couple months, man, before I was like, I got to hang the phone up,
Right.
at least for a little while.
Right.
And see where I'm going to establish my feet before I move them.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I like that, and I appreciate you being honest with, with us and letting everybody know, like, hey, man, I fucking thought I wanted it. And even then, after 2 months, I was still thought I wanted it. And it just took me that long time to be like, hey, it's not there. With that being said, and Robbie went through the whole thing too. He was just like, fuck, I'm grinding, I'm out here doing this and all that, and I just felt empty, as much as I wanted it.
For sure, dude. Like I said, dude, before we actually started recording all this, the minute it feels like a job, I think for a lot of people, it just puts an unnecessary stress on you that you put all these, like, all right, well, I've got to be the next Stone Mountain. If I'm going to be, this is a job, I gotta be this next big streamer. I got to do that. The minute you take all that off your shoulders, dude, and you just realize when you first started doing it, it wasn't, I'm going to be the next biggest thing. It's because you wanted to connect with people and have fun.
Right.
The minute you get back to that route, dude, it's so fun.
Right.
It feels like just the very first day that you hit live.
Right.
To be honest.
Yep.
And sometimes it takes a while, right? Nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
but fun. Yeah, like eager.
Right.
You know what I mean, to do that. And you had said it earlier too before we were chopping it up too. Hellbilly, you had said, like, damn, I was treating, even though you still have a good schedule, you said, damn, I felt like this was a job without ever really being financially a job. You know what I mean? For you to put so much time into it.
With me, one of the reasons I wanted to get in it was to, make people happy and entertain. But another reason I got into streaming is because I've had to stop working because of a nerve disease. So sitting at home, not having anything to do to fill my day was mentally just destroying me. So, streaming gave me something to do that I enjoy doing anyway, was playing games with the boys and just having fun with the games. So streaming kind of filled two spots there. But when I got into it, it was like, okay, well, I've got to hit this goal first. We got to, get to 100 followers. I want to do it just fast as I can. Get to this, get to that. And at a certain point, it just got to where it's like, there's no fun in it anymore. It's literally like he was talking about. We all deal with mental stuff, or we have days we don't feel like going live or whatever, and you're literally almost forcing yourself to do it just because you feel like you owe it to your followers, or if you don't, you're gonna lose the algorithm, or you're not gonna get this part
Right.
of it, and it starts to become too stressful to where when you are live, it's not fun anymore. You're literally thinking about, well, I shouldn't be live. I'm not putting out the best content, but if I don't, I'm losing out.
Right.
Yep.
It's like
And
a
it's
lose
really
lose.
a lose. Yep.
Facebook's gonna punish me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think yeah, with that, with all the numbers plummeting and everything, and shout out to my boy Tetsu's Temple. He used to be the unfortunate one when everything was happening on Facebook, and numbers were crashing. He called it the reckoning, because you got to see like, damn, your stream's not getting pushed anymore. Like, what are you gonna do that's gonna make you stand out or have people come by? Like, the notifications aren't doing. And we've talked about this XYZ, and we can blame the platforms, but at that time, I think a lot of people started realizing that they got babied to push to to a certain status. Because I seen giants fall. Giant. Like, I was like,
Giant.
what the
Dude, there's
fuck?
a lot of partners that have left and dropped out of the platform and shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been crazy, bro.
Right?
The blue platform has been a nutty thing to watch the last 4 months.
Right? So with all that, with all the numbers plummeting and stuff, then you got to see who was really doing it because they wanted to do it. Not so much.
Dude.
Yeah, not so much.
Yes.
Yeah, not so much because of the
Yes.
money. And I know that's a big thing, because like for me, like I'm pretty hardcore into it. I stream as much as I can. I've been doing these podcasts. I'm putting shit out daily, but I don't have to worry about the money. I've said that so many
Exactly.
times. Like me, I could easily say I don't care about the numbers, but to somebody who's full time and financially worried about
It's
this,
your job.
it
It's
is your job.
livelihood.
So you
Yeah,
have,
It's your
relying on it.
livelihood.
so you
Yeah.
have to care. So for me, it's
Yeah.
easy to say,
1000%.
well, I don't care about the numbers. Well, I don't need supporters, like that, because it's easy for me to say that I have a job. So it's easier for me to put my shit out there. But when people started realizing, like, damn, I don't get these bonuses, I don't have this guaranteed money anymore, and this is not a full-time job anymore, well, fuck this, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's okay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but a lot of people, you saw that the people that stuck around and still did it, even if they were making X amount of money or nothing, you can see the people that were genuinely still wanting to do at whatever pace they could.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. I never. The money thing, I think, makes it boring almost, and
Yeah.
it just constructs it so weird. I'm that kind of guy though, so that's personal. Like,
Right.
to me, it's like a patch flat tire. Like, it comes and goes. It's very inconsistent. You might have to air it up one day. You might get 2 days out of that flat ass tire, or you might get a
Right.
half hour type thing, and it's like.
But
I
if
don't know.
it's your full-time job, I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
If I get needing to go to whatever platform you
Yeah.
think is going to make you the most successful, but you're right. At least on Facebook gaming, you are starting to see the people that are doing this for fun and the people that are doing it as a business.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many partners right now that Facebook has up.
Yeah.
A lot of people have left.
Yeah. So I got a little bit of insight, not too much information. I was able to talk to a lot of partners when I went to the ATL meetup. And then, they were honest, like, hey, we came in as the COVID streamers. We got the contracts that made sense.
Right.
And the platform said, yeah, we're done. We're not gonna hold you guys anymore. We can't
Right.
offer X amount of money. And then, everybody started making their exits in their own different ways. Some people did stay, and that's another conversation that I'm cooking up with some old partners, and I want to talk about,
That'll be a great podcast.
yeah, you had said
That'll
it.
be a great podcast.
You said it earlier, like, is the platform dying? Is it really worth staying here? And some people say, nah, they're going somewhere else, which is fine. And
I think it is.
I
think it is.
And some people have stayed in their own different way. For me, I just feel like, yeah, it's dying, but I feel like my core
It's
community,
home.
yeah, my core
It's
community,
home.
yeah, my core community is here. You know what I mean? If people come by, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't depend on the money. So I mean,
Correct.
the people that do financially support me, they know what's up, and I appreciate them all the time. But with that being said, like, now that you have been doing it for so long, Robbie, like, what you've been on it, what, like 6 months, like 1 day a week, maybe twice, like you're like happy as shit.
Right.
Such a killer vibe, dude.
Dude, what's it? But we've already touched on it though, Jimmy. Like, I have a full-time job. I've got a 6-person family. I love gaming. I love streaming, but I can't do it all the time.
Mhm.
So I knew, as I told you on the last podcast, I treat it like a TV show. I'm going to give you 1 day a week to give you a badass show, so a lot of fucking fun, and I'll see you guys back next week.
Right?
Anything that happens beyond that is fun, but that is what I think the epitome of a hobbyist streamer is.
Yeah.
Somebody that has shit going on, but still loves entertaining people. So they at least make sure that they have that small slot of time where they go on and they get to entertain folks.
Right. I like the way you say that, because once a week, and when you have your streams, man, you got a decent amount of people up in that bitch that come and hang
Yeah,
out,
man.
and You know what I mean?
Facebook has been very generous here
Yeah.
recently as far as opening me up. So.
Yeah. And well, the thing is too is that everybody knows you're like a once a week guy, so the community already kind of knows that Monday you're gonna be there, kind of thing, right? So not so much like people. You're not depending on the notifications. You're not pending on the shares. People are showing up because they already kind of
Correct.
know you're already there.
Correct. It's that one day a week that everybody knows that, hey, I'm finished up my work day. It's Monday. I know tonight at 7:00, Robbie's going to be on. I know no matter what, he's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's honestly helped a lot too as well with the channel is I'll put out content throughout the week, whether it's a meme, whether it's a discussion, but I'm going to make sure I at least live stream once a week. And that's on Monday and everybody knows it.
That's
So,
dope. Like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, so with now that the fact that like now you sit back and you were talking about it earlier, hell, is like, man, okay, so now I know my schedule. Like I have kids, I have stuff going on, and like talk about how you felt pressured, and then after when you realize like, hey, let me like Hobo said, like, hey, in my own way, I had to see this. So what was your like little epiphany where like, you know what? I've been going too hard and it's not fun. Like, how did you go through the process of being like, all right, let me just step back and be okay with this?
Well, for me, it was kind of forced on me to an extent because my wife got a different job that had different hours. And it got to the point where I didn't have anyone that could watch the kids so I could stream. So it was more, I had 3 months where it was just dad time all the time. Um, and, I talk about it all the time. I miss streaming. I miss gaming with the boys, having the fun, getting that serotonin going and just enjoying it. But when I came back, I kind of realized, if as much as I missed it, if I'm not gonna enjoy it, it's pointless. Just because that's the reason I got into it to begin with. Is it's something I enjoy doing. I like putting smile on people's faces. So if I can't do that, if I'm feeling forced, then I'm not putting out the best content that I can. And I felt pressured there for the longest time just because me in my head, I've always, no matter what I do, I want to be the best at it. You know what I mean? No matter whatever it is, I want to be the best. And that's the way I looked at streaming. I want to hit these goals and do the best I can or whatever. Now it's, if someone comes by my stream, look, there's thousands of streamers out there they could watch. If you spend a minute or two in my stream, it's much appreciated to me because, I mean, you're taking time out of your day. We've all got families. I got 3 kids. My daughter's getting into cheerleading and all this other stuff. So if you take time out of your day to come in my stream and like or say what's up, I love that.
Yeah.
So and I feel like it's more personal now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a job anymore. It's just enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that you said that too, because I know you still got a steady schedule. I know I see you, doing your thing, but the state of mind that you're in now, and you've talked about it, it's good, and I'm glad to see that you're happy. That's all I care.
Yeah.
All the people that I've genuinely started making connections with, I want them to be happy in whatever the fuck they do. It doesn't have to be gaming. It doesn't have to be content creation. Whatever the hell you got going on, I want y'all to be happy. You know what I mean? That's all that matters, because these bonds that we've created because the initial streaming is how we met each other. But
it's how we're here right now, bro.
These these conversations like this is what keeps those bonds together and growing.
Yeah, for sure.
Is not just, and I say it all the time, is like gaming is introduced you to somebody, and then after that, you'd be amazed how many people you can click with or not. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I've met so many dope ass people out the conventions I've been, and there's online and shit like that. But we don't click, and it's okay. And the
Right.
people that I click with, I make sure that I try to feed that friendship if it makes sense. Like if it feels too one-sided,
Right.
too one-sided, then I know like, hey, I'm going out of my way to try to be this guy's friend, but he can care less, and it's okay. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I think that with us just kind of casually bullshitting and keeping in touch in each other's streams is how we've been building our friendship over time. Even with Hobo saying like, hey, I might not be on it whenever, but I know he still plays. I know y'all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to be streaming to keep in touch with the homies and and get that fix away from your
Yeah.
regular day life.
That's
Yeah.
what's beautiful about video games, man.
And plus, you don't have to be in the
They're
same
more than
place.
just games.
Yeah, you don't have to be in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, with Hobo, like, I know that, like, so when do you like fire up your stream? Like, fuck it, or every once in, like, you know, like what? How do you get that itch? How do you get that itch for yourself to be like, you know what? I want to go live. You know what I mean? Like, how do you go about that?
I mean, the thought's still always there. Like, I mean, I still think about it. You know, like when I'm having a really good day outside of all this, you know, I'm like, man, you know, I'm about to stream tonight, and then it's just a quick second blink, and then it's away. But it's usually you know, it's just a decision made up right away. Like I'm just like, I'm not gonna prep. I'm just gonna come in here and cut this camera on, and we're gonna do this thing.
No.
And it hasn't. It's been. I think it's been. You know, Robbie gave me shit last week. I think a little bit about it. It's been a couple, three. I would say a month even since I've even hit the live button. But yesterday I was like, I'm gonna go live this weekend. So I've made for the first time in a while a premeditated decision that like, all right, I'm streaming this weekend versus I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
So it makes me, you know,
Look
it's
forward
just,
to it.
Yeah, man. It's just like I'm either gonna do it or I'm not,
Yeah.
and that's just kind of the decision process.
I think that works too, because when, like, for me, for example, when I have a schedule and like I've gapped my schedule, like now I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the afternoon for like an hour and a half, 2 max, right? Before I get out of work, I stream for an hour and a half, 2 max, depending how much I start, and then I go pick up the kids. But that gives me a day in between to look forward to the other day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And then now I used to be like every Tuesday and Thursday night, I got to go in and get the night crowd. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? I started playing hockey again. I started doing jujitsu again. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll be on Tuesday night. And yeah, I'll go to jujitsu. I get on late. It's 9 o'clock my time, 9:30, 11:30 East. So whoever shows up. And it took me a while to get there to be okay, because I felt like the FOMO. Like, fuck, I'm missing everybody. You know, like, I'm missing the crowd. I'm missing, I can't play with people. You know what I mean? I'm missing.
Jimmy, how's jujitsu, by the way? I gotta ask.
I like wrestling guys. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. No, but it's, bro.
Is it good?
I mean,
I've always wanted to try it, bro.
Yeah, I like. I used to train like no gi, where just like without the gi on, and then I just started a school where it's like gi. So I've been 3 months now, and for me, mentally and physically, it's helped me. Because
feel good?
Yeah, because I'm more like how we were just saying this, like Kevin was saying for the job thing. Like, I don't treat this like a job, but I'm trying to point, like, everything I'm doing is going toward a goal, right? So I treat it as a goal, but knowing that I don't have to as much and I can go do this that I've been putting off, it helps me mentally and physically.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, man, because my ass needs to exercise. I need to get out and touch grass.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be in here fucking editing videos and trying to set podcasts up all fucking day.
Driving yourself
yeah,
crazy,
exactly.
Yeah. You are the definition of, in my opinion, of a content creator.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
For sure.
That time aside is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, but you know, having these talks like with you guys and Robbie, like managing my time and balancing everything, like over the past year, I feel like I'm in my bag. Like I know when to push.
That's a good place to
be,
bro.
I know when to push the gas, and then I know when to pump, and I'm good with either one. You know, because I don't want to be a shitty father. I don't want to be a shitty husband. And I kind of have to keep up with work too. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just like,
you got to pay the bills, bro.
Right? It's just like, as much as I love and pursue this, and I do treat it as a job to a certain extent, but just being okay with not fucking full throttle all the time has helped me put out better content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel forced to do this. Like, I'm going to do it on my own fucking way. I know this shit's going to fucking work. I know. But
exactly. One day.
And I'm okay with the process. It might take me 2 or 3 years, but I am okay. I am going forward in my own little fucking steps, and I don't need to fucking jump forward and like, I'm not FOMO anymore. I'm in my own lane. I'm not chasing shit. Hey, if it comes my way and I'm doing my thing, I'm having fun.
Correct.
That's
a
will
great
come
place
your way,
to be,
dude.
baby.
Yeah.
I think naturally it's gonna come your way. So to piggyback what Kev said with wanting to do everything so quickly, and you realizing that, and he had realized that as well, but you realizing that I need to just slow down and do my shit and do it 100% at each step that I need to. People don't realize that none of these big idols that they have, none of these big streamers with 2 million subscribers rushed anything. It took them
Yeah.
10 years. It may have taken them
Exactly.
15 years. And that level of dedication over a long period of time
For sure.
is what's going to garnish that success, not what you
Yep.
rush in a short amount of time. It's like sports. I mean, if you bust your ass too hard and don't hydrate, you're going to faint.
Right.
But the guy
Yeah.
who drinks a little bit over time, he's going to run the 100 yards, no
Right.
problem.
Right. I like that little analogy because you're right. Because
Yeah,
a lot of people feel like, even Kevin said how you were saying, like, I gotta hit this, I gotta hit this,
Yeah.
I gotta hit the returning view, I gotta get the bonus stars, I gotta do, just
Right.
all that is piling on to shit that you didn't think was even an obstacle, but you made it an obstacle over time,
Yes.
and you get caught up on all that shit. And I know some people love that and they want to go through that, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But this is for the person that, hey, let's fucking have some fun. Let's
Yeah.
let's bullshit.
Yeah,
Let's play
baby. Yep.
games.
Let's just
Whoever
enjoy it.
Yeah, man.
whoever comes in, great. If you don't, it's all good. You watch it later. Just like, what I mean? I all of us have gone through that in our own different ways. Like, damn, I'm just happier. Like, goddamn, like the fucking year and a half ago and 2 that I was like, I wasn't working at the time. I felt like
Yeah.
I had to do this.
Job,
I see all these people doing it. Like, why not me? Why not me? Why can't I do this?
Yeah.
Just like, why me and why them? Like, all that shit I had to go through in my own different way to overcome that. But how Hobo was saying, I got to meet more experienced creators, and like, I've been doing this for 8 years and I'm barely getting my shit together. I'm like, whoa, and then I look, but Hobo said it just like anything else. Like, you want to get into a job and start making $1 million right away. Like, what the, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
hello.
That's not how it works.
Right? When I heard
Yeah.
Stone Mountain one time said, man, he's like, I've had my YouTube channel for almost 8 years before it popped
Yeah.
off. When
Yep.
before he did the CO thing that viral was going, he was making videos for 8 years before.
Everybody
Yeah,
that
dude.
starts streaming has this warped, twisted idea that, oh, as long as I put a camera up and I'm playing a game and I drop 20 bombs and I'm doing this, I'm gonna have 1,000 viewers and $1 million in the bank.
Mhm.
Nah, dude. Nah,
Yeah.
that's
Not
not
the
gonna
way
happen.
it works, man.
That's not
You
the way it
can't get to the
happens.
top of the ladder without starting at the bottom.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And like, all of us were like all super gung ho, and then we pulled back in our own different ways. And then I've seen people burn out and just gone.
Yeah.
Like, I had seen
People that
so
are gone.
Yeah, I have seen so many people. They're like, I was like, how the fuck are they doing all this? They're fucking tearing it up. They're doing, and then all of a sudden,
Mhm.
not going your way, I'm out. You know what I mean? And
All right.
to each their own. It's not like I'm talking shit. It's just an observation. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just an observation. There was so many people that were so gung ho, and when it wasn't going their way, they're like, this is not for me. And that's okay. I'm not saying that that's a
Right.
bad thing, but that goes back to what I was saying. Now you see the people that really want to do this. You know what I mean? Who are really
Exactly.
who are pushing it in their own different pace. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now, So now that you guys are okay with it, and how much better do you feel when you do stream, Hobo? And then when you do play, like, you have in a nice room, you got a little set. You know how many people would kill for that little setup that you got going on, like, and people look at it like, this fucker's not even using his shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, talk about like how when you came to terms to like being okay, and then now, like, what are the advantages of firing it up every once in a while, or premeditated or not? Like, what are the advantages of it so far now?
I mean, all three of you had already kind of hit on that. I would just say to do it. I mean, that's the only advantage, is that you're just doing it. I mean, the only, for me, I'm speaking on behalf of me, but you guys had thrown in the fact that you're firing up not for the show that you're gonna put on, but for the show that you're gonna partake in, more than the one you're gonna put on. So for me, it's just I haven't hit the live button in so long, so it's hard for me to speak too much on that, but I would say the satisfaction would be just like, I'm here.
Mhm.
I'm here. I get to shoot the shit with people. I'm very socially active. You know, every business I've ever worked for is in sales, service, at an auction. It all revolves around social camaraderie
Talking.
Mhm.
and bantering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
camaraderie is big. I love the
Yeah,
camaraderie.
dude.
Camaraderie is like one of the big. I mean, I grew up playing sports. I love bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the peak of the excitement.
Yeah.
I think that's the peak. And I'm not gonna lie. I think the purpose of your podcast is to shed light on this is I lose that drive if so the longer I stream, inevitably I know what's gonna happen. Those numbers of those people that I'm shooting the shit with, which is pretty much why I'm there, is me being part of the show has been diminished. There's no show that I'm a part of anymore other than I'm streaming a game. And I don't really find watching people play games very entertaining. I'm tutorials and shit like that maybe. But once those people aren't there talking with me, it's like it's a lonely feeling. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm streaming too long. It's time to
Yeah.
cut this off. And that part is like, do I stream a little bit longer, hoping like one of my friends come through and just talk to shit? I mean, that's personally, I love talking to people, so that's kind of where I evaluate that.
I like how you said that because without without you like kind of realizing it, you're like, I'm doing this to hang out, and if nobody's hanging
Yeah.
out, then there's no reason for me to do it.
Yeah,
And
that's just me. Though.
And but
you
that's
know.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's like
Right.
because I don't know how many times like, and I've been honest with people like late at night when I do play. Like if there's nobody on for like 30 minutes coming through my shit, I'll just cut it off. You know what I mean? I just nobody's in here. Hey, anybody here lurking, whatever? All right, man. If you're watching this on VOD, thank you guys for coming. I could manage my time better. Like instead of forcing myself to
Right.
stream. But how Hobo's saying, I'm there to banter. I'm there to bullshit. So if there's one person in there fucking around, I'm gonna stay. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that you say that and you're honest. Like I don't like watching people play, and if there's nothing happening, then I'm done. I could be honest and say I'm the same fucking way. You know, I can't. So that now that and Robbie's already kind of touched on it, he's a lot happier. What about you, Kev? Now that you've already like, all right, cool. You know, I'm chilling. I'm hanging out. I'm enjoying this for what it is. What are the advantages of it now that you don't feel the pressure and then you just, do your thing?
I've noticed that there's a lot more smiles from my perspective. You know, I'm enjoying it a lot more to where you know it's just to the point of literally being able to have fun. There's no other reason that I'm here but to have fun and try to help someone have a better day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's all right to have goals. If you hit them, great. If not, it is what it is. Um, it's not forcing anything anymore.
Yeah.
Just being able to have fun with the friends that you've made, whether it be the ones you're gaming with, the ones that's coming through stream, talking with, or whatever the case may be. It's just having fun. That's what I enjoy the most about being able to step back from treating it as a job.
Right.
It helps the mental so much,
Yeah.
because you're not stressing about I have to do this. Because I mean, back before I used to talk about it's like Facebook would force you to play a certain game
I know.
or you wouldn't get pushed
Yeah.
in the algorithm.
Man, I
If I
hated
play
that.
Fortnite on Tuesdays or something, I wouldn't get the push like I would playing Call of Duty or whatever. Now I could care less. I'll play whatever game I want to play and enjoy it. Hey, I got two viewers. I got two viewers. I got nine. I got nine. It is what it is.
Nice.
But I'm gonna enjoy it and have fun no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. I love it because I think people need to hear this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like all of us have had different levels of success in our own different ways. And, as far as skill level too, I mean, you guys are way better players than me when it comes to like Warzone and shit like that. So it's hard for me to hold a stream when I'm not crashing a helicopter. I can't get kills like y'all and shit like that. But I'm entertaining in that aspect. It's like I'm having fun, you know what I mean? And
Right.
just being okay with what your lane is. Everybody's in a different lane. You know what I mean? And it's okay that everybody's in a different lane. We can still have the camaraderie. We can still have the banter. We can still bullshit. We can still support each other from afar. I was saying the other day,
Exactly.
it's like if you come into my streams or don't come into my streams, or you like my Instagram or you like my I do all that support, I appreciate it. You know,
Right.
with the whole streaming world, with it, just like nobody has time to sit and watch a 2-hour stream anymore.
Right.
Not
I
even
wish.
30 minutes. Yeah.
I wish.
Right? It just like, even with me, like I'm really active as far as like trying to hit up the homies, and I'm just like doing drive-bys 2-3 minutes at a time for like an hour, and I'm doing my best to letting everybody know what's up. But if I don't get the same return in love, I used to get upset, and now I don't, because the people that genuinely like support me, I could feel it from afar.
And they're gonna come in
Right.
at some point anyways.
Yeah.
You know they will. Because
Yeah.
they're homies.
Yeah. And but before I would just like, well, man, I'm fucking doing all this, man. I'm doing all this. But it was
Right.
me
You're
always,
not stopping by, right.
and it was
Right.
I was in my head.
Yeah.
It was
dude.
always in my head, like, man, I'm helping you, you're not helping me. It just like that,
Yep.
like that mental state, how Kevin was saying, I'm just so getting wound up with all the shit that's like out of my control. Why am I
Yeah,
am I
it can
so
be
wound up?
toxic to your mental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's my own doing. It's my
Yeah.
own doing. You know what I mean? It's not, I can't
Yep.
sit there and complain and shit like that. Like how Hobo was saying, man, like, oh man, I don't have the ambition, or like it just like, or like taking that step back and like self-reflecting, like, damn, man, I'm over here getting caught up with stupid shit. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
Yeah.
And it takes a while. I think everybody hits that wall eventually, man. Like I've seen so many streamer homies that just don't stream at all anymore, and they'll come in and say what's up. And I still remember conversations that we had, and they're like, "Hey, that's dope." I was like, "Yeah, man." Like I genuinely like love talking to people and bullshitting with people.
Yeah.
There'll be people that come into my stream. They're like, "You remember that?" I'm like, "I try to do my best. If I have a small conversation with you, that's something that sticks in my head, I want to make
Yeah.
sure that, hey, you're not just a number, and I do appreciate your time. Remember that one
Yeah.
time because of this and this and this and that? I forgot about that, man. I do." And like, and that was an experience that I had with that person, to be like, I'm building relationships and friendships. That's what I'm here for.
Exactly.
I want to play with dope
Exactly.
people. I want to make content with dope people. You know what I mean? And I'm not worried about like chasing the numbers or people trying to get clout or me trying to get clout. You know what I mean? Just like, I'm just doing my thing, man. And I felt like me taking that step back in my own way, you know, even though like I consider myself a casual streamer, but I consider myself a hardcore content creator. You know what I mean?
Jimmy, that's why we all love you, though, dude.
Yeah,
That's why we all love you, bro. You're a real one, dude.
Yeah, I just like, we're all honest, man. I felt
Yeah,
like
man.
a lot of people were shying away from having these kind of conversations or
Yeah.
talking about how they felt. Like, look at fucking Hobo. I would watch him destroy lobbies, and this fool's like,
Yeah, dude.
and this fool's like,
yeah.
my heart's not in it as much as I want it. I don't fucking want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kevin's going in hard. Fucking damn, I have to now life. I have to do daddy duties, and as much as like this could be a job potentially, and me do, it just doesn't make sense. Robbie's same
Yeah.
thing. Like, fuck, here I am tearing it up, chasing this stupid fucking button, and at the top of my game, I'm like, fuck this, and back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of us did it in our own way, but we needed to do it in our own way for
Correct.
our own life. You know, not just content and streaming, just like mentally. Like, it's not good getting caught up in all this bullshit all the time. It's not healthy. It isn't.
It's not healthy.
It's not.
And everybody
all.
handles it a different way.
And then it
But
affects the
in
rest of
the
your
end-
life as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people
Yeah.
like post like, "Oh, my mental and my mental,
Mhm.
and it's, you know, it's not like it's a bad thing, but at the same time, it just like some people just do it for attention, and other people like really like, damn, like
Genuinely mean it. Yeah.
generally mean it. Because, you know, it just when I started catching myself, and even Robbie said this before, when you're saying sorry all the time for not going live,
Yeah, dude.
you need to take a step back, because you
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate people coming by, but I don't feel like I owe anybody anything, and they don't owe me anything. The time
I
that we,
always felt like I was letting people down.
yeah,
And the minute
Yeah.
the minute I was honest with myself, I'm like, dude, you can't be sorry for letting people down. Like, you're not good right now.
Yeah.
Stop that. Stop
Mhm.
that shit. And I
Yeah.
felt much better afterwards.
yeah, you're not good for yourself or for anybody else. So,
Correct.
like, not
Correct.
a good Robbie is not a good Robbie for everybody, kind of thing.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And it sucks seeing that people are I still people that are just going through it, you know, and, you know, talking about it, and, you know, sometimes people are just afraid to take that step back because they're gonna lose what they built. You know, and I see a lot of people that, you know, that I don't personally know, but I've seen people openly talk about, man, if I don't do this, like, I might lose this and I might lose that, so I got to keep doing it. And I'm like, ugh, I hate.
Oh, Jimmy, that's why this is a great topic to touch
Yeah,
on, dude.
I
People need to
Yeah.
know that it's
It's too
okay
much
to
pressure
take a
put on
break.
yourself.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's okay to chill. It's okay to take a step back.
Mhm.
It's okay to reevaluate what's going on.
Yeah.
It's okay to step back and find out what is going to make you a happier you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, because a happier you is gonna be happier content. If that's your goal.
100%.
Happier
If that's your goal.
everybody, dude.
If that's
Yeah.
your goal,
Yeah.
hey, great. But yeah,
Yeah.
you just being pissed off and like, I hate seeing people struggle when it coming to something and you guys all hit it when you're supposed to be having fun. Like, why did we all do this?
Mhm.
We
Right.
all the fucking numbers, all the extra little money, all the fucking extra stars and bonuses that we were all getting, man. I went from making, and I'm being honest, at my highest point, I was making at least $1,000 a month easily.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I was
Yes,
like,
sir.
damn, okay, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
only gonna get better. All of a sudden,
Correct.
$800.
I'm
Okay,
about to fucking be
$500.
Fucking, yeah, dude.
$200, $5.
Yes, dude.
Within like months, like within like
Yeah.
4 or 5 months, like I went from X amount of money to like, and it's because everybody started going to work, the bonuses started,
Exactly.
things, numbers,
COVID
it just,
money was not there anymore.
dude, it was just like, oh fuck. And then
Yeah,
me,
man.
and I could only imagine you as a full-time streamer at the top of COVID, as a partner, as a full-time creator, making $10,000 a month,
Making six figures, yeah,
right?
six
It's just
figures
like,
a year.
holy shit.
And then no wonder people are pissed off. They're like, "Well, I'm not making that shit anymore." That's gonna fuck with your mental.
Fuck
1000%.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
1000%.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, man. If I go to work 8 hours a day, and if I was showing up 8 hours a day, and in 2 weeks I get a paycheck that's $100, like, fuck.
Right,
Holy
right,
shit.
Right.
I gotta
Well, see, I
reassess.
think that's what put a lot of pressure on me. Is I came in after all the COVID. I
Yeah.
started back in 2022. So, I came in after all that and I was like, well, shit, you see these over here making this, so I've got to get up to here to get to this point or get to that point. And it started to get to the point to where it's counterintuitive in a way,
Yeah.
because putting that pressure on yourself, you're going to end up hurting yourself and your stream in the long run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna,
And
your goals, you're not gonna hit your goals, and you're gonna be disappointed, and
Exactly.
you're gonna question yourself, how we all do.
Yep.
And you're gonna let your community down with the negativity that you're actually spreading at that point.
Mhm.
That's it.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had seen so many different larger creators, just like the bitching got to the point to
Yeah.
where like I don't know a lot
stopped
of
watching people,
yeah,
dude.
I don't know a lot of
Yeah.
people personally, but if I come by your stream and every other word is you just bashing this and this is not working, it just like, maybe you got to reassess, because I know
it's not sexy.
you- when
It's
when,
not
when
sexy.
anything in life, if I'm
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
doing something at work and it's not working, you need to change something. Or it just like I felt like the past and then we could talk about this too, the past 4 years of me creating content, I've learned so much about myself, more than I ever thought I would, as I'm getting older, and life lessons and different experiences and being ambitious. And like, I've learned so much about myself the past 4 years, and I got to see a lot of people grow and not grow and fall apart, and take those as I'm watching. Like, god damn, imagine you making $10,000 a month and you're sitting
Yeah.
there bitching every other day now that you're not, and you're not doing
Yeah, man.
anything about it other than bitching. That is so draining. Why do I want to be
Dude,
around that? Why do
Yeah.
I want to
See
even hear
content
that?
Creators yelling at their community members about how they're not making enough. Like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? But
Yeah.
that's that whole point where people were making shit tons of cash and then all of a sudden weren't. They put their living of life at a certain point, and all of a sudden it wasn't that way anymore. So
Right?
I mean, that makes people feel a certain type of way, but
It sucks. I don't want anybody to lose their job or lose their money,
right.
but if
Right.
you're at work all
You
the time,
can't bitch on your
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
I mean, you can't
If
sit
you're-
there and just bitch.
if you're at work all the time and you're bitching every day,
right,
then
correct.
you're the one who's working. Are you gonna make a decision? Are you gonna do something about it?
Exactly.
Then if you're not, then shut the fuck up. It's kind of like that.
Exactly.
I don't
I'ma
wanna
let
be-
you go.
Yeah, just
right.
like if I was at work bitching every day about something, eventually it's gonna get to management or whatever, right? So it's just like they're gonna let me go. But your self contract is self whatever. So you being negative all the time on on.
You're in charge of
You're
what's
in-
going on.
Exactly. Everybody comes by like, oh, there's Hobo bitching about fucking not getting numbers again. Oh, here's
Right,
fucking Kevin
right.
not getting a titty twister Tuesday, and he's over here bitching about how he used to get 20 every other
Right.
week. You know what I mean? It just like
right.
that's not what I'm tuning in for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I want to
Yep.
support you the way I can, and then financially when I can or whatever. But if you're sitting there bitching all the time,
But
I'm not
to
gonna.
this.
Yeah, man.
Right, not to
Yep.
this.
I've seen so
Yep.
many creators flip, and it sucks because like I thought they were so dope, and then once that money
Yeah.
stopped, you just saw a lot of people's true colors, man. And you know, I'm not trying to talk trash, and it's not, you know, I'm not trying to point people
no,
out,
no, let's talk trash.
right?
trash.
it just
Whole podcast.
it's just an
Let's do it.
right. It's just an observation that all of us follow different types of creators, and we've all
Yep.
said the same thing. We used to like this person until this. We used to like
Yeah.
this person until this. We saw this until this, and just like I felt like I used to like follow like people like, damn, this is dope. He's doing all, and then when all the negativity, all of this and bitching and this and numbers started dwindling, I'm like, yeah, I'll see you later, man. You know what I mean? I'm just a number in your stream, and you don't know me personally, but like me looking forward to seeing you play or do whatever, and then you're sitting there
This is
bitching
what
on.
I'm looking to tune into.
Yeah, this is and that's how
But that's also a learning curve as well, or it gives us something to learn from as well.
exactly.
Because
That's what I'm saying. You
we
watch
see this
people.
and we know we don't want to see that.
Mhm.
So we know we have to take that into consideration with our own streams as well.
Right.
Yeah, I think, and then and that like with all the different things we hit is like, hey, we thought this. Hey, we're not that. Hey, we're okay where we're at.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
every
And
creator goes
that's
through
where
that.
Everybody should be.
Yeah,
Is
and-
you just need to be comfortable in your own
Mhm.
skin.
And this
Yeah.
could be relatable to anything in life. You know what I mean? Like not
Yes.
just streaming, not just gaming. Like, hey,
Yep.
I thought I wanted to do this. I like one of my like when I was younger, I was 21, 22. Like I grew up playing hockey from 11, and I got pretty good pretty quick because I used to play with adults. I'm a little fucker, but I would just fast. I got to make quick decisions. I was always getting really good. And then I wanted to try out for Team USA, and I tried out for Team USA 18 and under, didn't make it. I had one more chance. I made the alternative team for inline hockey. And then after that, like I went to go try for the men's, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna keep up. I thought I was a shit. And like for me to swallow that pill to be like, I gotta
Yeah.
get a
Yep.
job, I gotta go to school. Like it just, as much as I wanted that,
You
I-
felt your dream kind of leave.
yeah, I just was like,
Yeah.
you know, this is not realistic anymore. Let's pursue something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think everybody with this, it could be something they touch on. I know streamer homies that went in on this for that year and a half, and they're like, it's cool. I
They're
got
out.
I got a dope ass setup, and I still play games. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't need to
Right.
turn on the camera. I don't need to let everybody know that I'm on. You know, I'm playing with my friends and bullshitting because the streaming led to those new connections that made that still fun.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that with us, and you know, in our own different ways, it's just like, hey, you know, all of us were doing this, and it didn't go our way or what we thought it was, but we met some pretty cool people along the way, and we're still, you know, kind of keep in touch what we can with people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, streaming and gaming has introduced me to some of my best friends, man.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, literally.
Mm-hmm. And I like how you said that, because all of us have, like, Hobo was saying something earlier on before the stream, and like we're like, oh damn, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know that about that. So many people come from different walks of life and different experiences, and just be able to talk and sit down and talk to people is why I started getting into the podcasting more. I'm like, you know what? I like fucking talking to people. I love bullshitting and getting to know people. So like when I went to that ATL meetup the year before, I just got to meet some people I didn't even heard of. You know what I mean? And then this past August when I went, I was looking forward to meeting to talking to those people again, and
Yeah.
newer people, because you feed off of different things and different people, and not just for content creation, just like, damn, this fool had it hard and he's smiling. This girl had it hard and she's smiling. This guy had this and didn't do this and lost this and now he has this. Like it just, all those different walks of life and stories and experiences that you get from people is why I enjoy meeting people.
man.
100%.
Which
man.
we need to have a fucking meetup sometime here in the future.
Oh
guys.
man, we got to figure that out.
Oh, yeah.
We had to
I-
work like a Midwest meetup.
I will fly. I mean, I fly to Atlanta once a year. I can figure out once.
Jimmy, let's
once
go
a year.
to you. It's fucking warm down there.
Hey, no, it is
Yeah, let's
hot.
get the fuck out.
It's a
I mean,
devil's
that's fine.
butthole,
I'm good with that. Let's come like during January, dude, where
Right.
it's cold as fuck up here.
right? You know,
I
yeah,
like
but
it,
that's
dude.
true. How Kevin said, like, I've gotten we're not best of friends. You know what I mean? We don't talk all the time, but when I talk, right? But when I talk to you guys, I get so happy. It's like it's
Yeah,
just so cool. Like we sit here and bullshit, and we just met each other online, and we're here, hey hobo,
Exactly.
look at that sexy voice and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm over here fucking paying $5 to see fucking Kevin's nipple and shit. Like, you know, it's it's fucking fun. It's fucking fun, and this is why
Yeah, dude.
exactly the camaraderie comes in and having fun and
Yeah, man.
meeting people, regardless of what everybody's goal is. Hey, I like meeting some dope ass people that I can have some good, genuine conversations with and some laughs with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what it's about, man.
100%.
And it
of the
took a
time.
while for us to get there, right? This was not my goal. My goal wasn't to meet friends. My goal was to make money and go fucking full time. That's Jimmy Duke's gaming full time gamer. You know what I mean? Lost
Yeah.
his job from X amount of years, making X amount of money. Now he's tearing it up as a streamer. That's what my goal was. My goal was
Yep,
never
same.
to. My goal was never to make a podcast. My goal was never to make friends. My goal was to make money and be successful. That was my only goal. In time, it switched,
It
and I appreciated the stuff that I was getting along by doing this. And I think all of us could attest to that as well,
For sure.
Absolutely, man. That's the best currency you can have is people.
right?
Yeah, man. Well said, hobo.
Right? Currency is, yeah, man. I just I've never wanted to get to the point to where like, damn, Jimmy's
That's
a
not
fucking
fucked up.
asshole.
No,
Right?
it didn't. I understand.
People
dude.
are currency.
Wait a minute.
No, money is valuable, just like your friendships with people
Yeah.
are valuable.
Yeah.
Is the way I
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys get the message.
Right?
I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
got
I need to know more people. I need more currency. I need those numbers. I need the algorithm. No, but man, I appreciate you guys coming in here and talking about your personal experiences and everybody's different way of how they went about it and why. Is why I wanted to let people know, because somebody can relate to this. Even there was this one person that was like, damn, I felt Kevin, because I know people that can't physically work because of XYZ, and they thought that this would be an
Right.
option, and it wasn't as much as they wanted to. And vice versa, like hobo, fucking damn, I'm really good at this game and I can make it do something and make something. I don't want it as much as I wanted to. And then even with Hood too, like at the top of his game, he fucking just like bowed out because he wasn't having fun, and this is not for me. So I think everybody can relate to that. And then with me too, in my story, I'm like, I thought I was gonna go all in, and I thought I was a shit. You know what I mean? And when you're not the shit and you see other people doing their thing, it just kind of like humbles you and kind of makes you look at life a little bit different when it comes to
it.
this.
Yeah, man.
And it's okay. Like I always said, it's okay to do once a week,
Yeah.
once a month, whatever you want to do. I think that's the best
That
thing.
should be the label of this podcast, Jimmy, is it's okay.
It's okay.
Exactly.
You know what I
It's
mean?
okay.
Because I'm sure, how many people have you heard, oh man, I can't stream, man, and I'm going to get back to it. And I always say this, guess what? The best thing about streaming, it's always there when you want to come back.
Right.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Exactly.
It's always there. Whenever Hova wants to hit that button, premeditated
It'll
or
be
not,
there.
it'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Kevin wants to make
Exactly.
sure he gets his 2 or 3 days a week. It's there. Robbie wants to get his 1 day a week, maybe squeeze in a third or a turd.
It'll
It's
be there.
You can squeeze
Yeah.
out a turd.
Yeah, man.
But thank you guys so much for your time, man. I appreciate you guys, and anybody who's
Yeah, for
listening. If drop in the comments if you've ever related or can relate to this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's okay to talk about you having a dream and it not working, you being okay with this or not. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to have these conversations, and it's okay to not go your way, but being okay with it not going your way because of certain things, because of life and things like that. I think that it's very important to focus on the positive things. Friendship, games, things that you've experienced with the people while you were doing this or not is way more important than the popularity and the money that you thought you were going to get.
Yeah, man.
People are currency. Hashtag.
Well, we just found something out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So thank you guys so much. And all the descriptions, guys, will be here, even if they might not be on or not. Everything's down in the description, man. Hood is on Mondays, usually on Facebook. Hellbilly on Facebook as well. And Hobo, you might just catch him with his sexy ass voice tearing up some Warzone lobbies, man.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So thank you guys so much for your time, man.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy.
And
Thanks
this,
for
Thank you,
having
Jimmy.
me.
yeah, man. And this, I'm sure this won't be the last time we have a conversation about something. But
Oh,
About
nice.
something.
but we
I'm
do
right
need
down,
a
man.
we do need to meet up somehow. We will.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Yes, sir.
recorded right now that we will all take a picture together in one place and time. Hopefully in the
Yeah,
near
man.
future, not too crazy, but you'll see all four of us in one picture together in IRL, man, with my little ass
I'm ready,
looking
man.
up to all these motherfuckers. All right, guys, make sure you guys go check out all the previous episodes, man. We're on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all the clips on Reels, TikTok, Instagram, fucking Twitter. I'm all over the place. I'm trying. And if you guys can support and check it out, what I got going on or what these guys got going on, we appreciate your guys' time, man. Until next time, peace out, homies.
Later.
People are currency.
good.
Peace out.
Be good, guys.